Hello and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. When we last left off, we were about to clean the stunt plate. This is a quick job, so I think we'll end up rolling into the next. Let's start with that, and let's start under the because okay, so that was weird. Yes. Just as I was getting the heck off brushless, there was a huge flash of light. Thought I was going over for sure, but no, the volcano just instantly calmed. She's starting to gurgle again now, but whatever it was should hopefully buy us some time to get everyone out of Muckingham at least. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, probably. Make sure that we're getting bits and bobs that we wouldn't normally get. But let's clean the rest of the wing while we're down here. Yeah, it looks like that flash that we got did some wonders. Which makes me wonder if the statue was previously being maintained by people, and maintaining it again is what got the volcano to calm down, or got the statue to activate, or monument? It's a monument. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, that's the whole underside of the wing. And now we do the out. There we go. There we go. First four. But yeah, this is, if I'm remembering correctly, this is actually a really short job. I don't want to say that it's a short job and then, oops, it takes me literally an hour. The previous video did. I was thinking, oh, it's not that big, but it's fiddly, so there we go. Clean here while we're at it, because it doesn't make any sense to get all the way down. So we'll clean the underside of this wing. We love a good plane. Of course, we haven't hit this yet because there's still that little bit on the other side that we haven't gotten to. There we go. We'll clean this section, and then we'll clean the other section when we get over there. There we go. Okay. And while we're still over here, we'll just keep on this side. Hello, nice to meet you for the very first time ever. Hello. It's the mayor, I think. I understood you'll be working at my private airport. I will be relying on you to show the utmost discretion. Does that so, good sir? There we go. You have some of the most important and secretive people in the world coming in and out of here, so whatever you do, whatever it is that you see, it is not discussed. Okay. And you'll note, if I saw that correctly, that message, actually, I think you can check your messages. Yeah. You have some of the most important and secretive people in the world coming in and out of here, so whatever it is you see does not to be discussed with any other human. Is that clear? JJ 14. So, Timmy Timerson is a liar. But we know that, so. There we go. Clean the propellers, of course. While we're here. But he did an absolute number on this plane, and I think it was technically supposed to be flying while they were doing that. So I've got an immense amount of questions, and I don't think any of them will be answered. There we go. There is propeller number 2. I think there's an achievement, and I don't know if it's for this or if it's for something else entirely. We're not gonna get that from there. Let's see. You're joking. Like this I can see, but... Oh, okay, that's fair. There we go. So we're here, so we'll keep going here. So it is actually pretty early. I think I've mentioned before, I typically record fairly early. Typically. But I am just getting back into the groove of recording. I recorded a big chunk and had such a good amount that I was able to take some time off and not record for a while. Which is nice because it was still getting pretty hot. And my office space, which is where I do record, does not have air conditioning, and I am a delicate flower. So, now that it's getting cool, though we are supposed to be getting a heat spike, I think I mentioned that before too. But with it getting cooler outside, I can commit to recording a little more. Because it gets brutally hot in my office. Which is a right awful pain. And it gets hot in here without it being hot outside. It is just not one of the hotter rooms in my house. Take that house with a grain of salt, because I live in a duplex, still an apartment. There we... So it is actually kind of nice to get back to recording. There we go. And we will do under while we're here. Get some of the fuselage cleaned, at the very least the under part. We'll start on the landing gear. I am pulling a blank. Oh, you know what? I have been going at this for that long, and I have not asked the question of the day. So let's do that. We asked... So, the question of the day is, do you prefer hot or cold weather? Which is a nice segue, actually. I am a fan of the cooler weather. I can tolerate that a whole lot more than I can tolerate the heat. So, I am a cool weather person. I can even do the snow pretty well. And I don't know if that's... There we go. I don't know what that says about me, but I do not tolerate the heat very well. I don't... to give you an example, only yesterday we had private jet flight. Okay. I didn't want an example, but okay. Who knows what was in the briefcase that they were carrying, but I can tell you for nothing that it wasn't stationary. Okay. I don't see how this has anything to do with me. No, if you went around telling that it to any Tom, Dick, or Barry, we'd all be in it. I don't see how this is any of my business. Like, I'm just a dude cleaning things. Mayor. Oh, I'm sorry. Timmy Timerson the First. No, seriously, none of this has anything to do with me. I'm just some dude here cleaning things. Because we'll get to it and it'll be that spot that, like, you didn't clean this spot. And that is actually one thing that I really don't like about the game. It'll be the most ridiculous, fiddly spot in the whole wide world. And it'll be like being told that something wasn't completely clean because there was a mote of dust on it. Like, if I were to leave, in some instances, if I were to leave a tiny speck of dirt, just right there, like, if I were to, like, miss a pixel, like that much, that would be considered dirty, but on certain things. But if oh, I was gonna say, well, no, it actually is dirty. No, that's just a spot on my monitor. Never mind. There we go. And I know it's actually pretty forgiving in a lot of spots, but in other spots, it's just like, why is this not considered clean? If this were another spot altogether, this would be considered clean. GFTLBB. I wonder if that means anything. I'm inclined to think not, but you never know. It's hard to tell. So, it is October here as I'm recording this. This is actually the 2nd. I mentioned that I try to record ahead of time. It's just easier. Part of me kind of wants to, for whatever the next game is, take a couple of weeks or so and start recording that. But I don't know how well that would work, given the circumstances. And, you know, there's also the respective strike coming up. If you are unaware, there is a potential addition to the SAG-AFTRA strikes, and it is the voice actors. That's fiddly. And being the person that I am, I would be supporting that. I've mentioned before that I don't believe in union busting. We found something else amazing in the desert, ready for another historic. Yeah, I can do that. Every day brings a new reason to keep your mouth shut. Yeah, I mean, I'd be more inclined to agree with you if it wasn't you. We got a celeb couple flying out tonight. Okay. Sounds like of all the people, only they're not a couple if you get my... That sounds more like you need to learn to keep your mouth shut. I didn't need to know any of that information. You'd recognize them right away. They're from that hit new film by Bill Shakespeare about the poetic duck, you know? Shakespeare confirmed to be a duck in this universe, I guess? And we got the cat paws, of course. There we go. Yeah, I don't see how this is information pertinent to the job at hand. Oh. There we go. But what are we missing here? There we go. Okay, so let's take on the fuselage. Cola. Sponsor badge, I think. Which is fine. Well, I do hope you can't hear that. You'd think it was much later in the day than it was. People honking like that. But, nope, it is still before 8 o'clock in the morning. But you probably can't hear it, so I'm fussing about nothing. Old man yells at clouds and all that. I am still drawing a blank. But we are only a little over 20 minutes in, which means that we will be pulling the next area. I think maybe... Oop. Metal cleaner. There we go. Because this is gonna be a pain. That right there. And actually, I think now we can just go back to that. At some point, this billionaire, probably the most secretive in the world, he's flying in. Again, this is not information I need. There we go. He's a business acquaintance of mine. He's probably the most interesting of the lot. That's great, I guess? He lives in a cave like a superhero. Oh, okay. He says he's accessorized the heck out of it and that he's gonna take me there one day. I can't wait. But you may have been hustled and suckered. Of course. There we go. So, thinking about the potential voice actor strike, and thinking about what the struck companies potentially would be, because that is a consideration that I'm going to have to keep in mind. Because the SAG-AFTRA strike is very much still going. Oh, we got a handprint. Because while the WGA strike is, as of when this episode goes up, it will likely be completely resolved because the vote should be coming as of when I upload this. It should, as of when this airs, goes up, goes public, I guess? Probably the best word for that. Should be around or just after the, vote. There we go. And of course, we still have this going. Hold, please. Okay. Much better. Blot that out. Okay. Actually thinking about it, I might have to straight up just switch to the metal cleaner, because this feels like it's that kind of job. It got the upper wing done. And let's get off there. There we go. I think we can get away with switching back to the 15.3 here. Not really. I do hope you'll forgive all the weird jumping around. There we go. Exhaust. Oh. It. Okay. And of course it's being fussy here at the end. It's still dirty on the fuselage. Is it underneath? Yeah, it's underneath. Right there. I was gonna say, wait a minute, I cleaned the fuselage. Like, most of it, anyway. There we go. That's the rear wing support, and now all we have to do is the cockpit. You know, if we can get up there. Get up top. That's cleaner. Come on. Okay, there we go. I think that stayed pretty consistent. Okay. So, moving on to the ancient monument. Let's start that. And let's see if we can get it done in one. Okay. Let's move back to the 15-degree. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Okay. And more birds. Strange how that index finger is pointing in that specific spot, don't you think? Yeah, it's pretty odd. Of course, it's more of the nothing in that direction for miles until you hit the coast, in fact. And you'll note it's pointing away from the volcano. I mean, the marina is there, but it wasn't back in those days, true. You know what? We may have to broad stroke it. I could theoretically... Oh, 40 gets a good start, so let's start that. Now, it doesn't get everything, but if you're slow enough, it does start breaking things down. No, it doesn't. Go back to the 25. It is interesting, though. It is really interesting to see bits of lore for the universe, even if I'm not paying that much attention to it. Yeah, this is an interesting way to do a story like this. There we go. And of course, you know, you're only paying attention to so much of it because it's only what's directly impacting your ability to continue through the game. There we go. And as obnoxious as it is, this is actually part of the reason that I keep hitting display dirt. Because you are inevitably going to hit a nook or a cranny, and you're not going to see what you're missing. There we go. But the little bit of lore I have actively engaged with has been pretty interesting. Like, what is in fact the deal with the mayor? You know? Like, what's his deal? Why is he... Okay. That was a cat. Like, I know there's the cat. Oh! How did I not notice that? I don't think I saw that before. Oh, okay. Can't get over there. Interesting. There we go. Get the weapon between the fingers. The stuff with the cats is actually pretty interesting too. And I know I kept going back and forth about the lore, but I think I might actually look it up. If for no other reason than the cats. But, like, that one sounds close. Like, really close. Like, in the hand close. Clean as much of the outside of the hand as possible. And I could theoretically, I get, really, let's see. So that puts me at you know, because why have it if you're not going to use it, right? I suppose it could be pointing to the stars. I doubt it. That would be more. Oh. Andromeda would have been in that back spot 8,000, around 8,000. Oh, well, maybe. And that's why I'm glad there's no fall damage in this game. Feel like there is so much to explore here. Regarding a lot of the lore. And I seem to continue to be staunchly avoidant. We're already a quarter of the way through. I regret nothing. Because, again, why not? It's given to you for a reason. You should probably use it. So if Andromeda was where it was pointing, but that's where the Andromeda galaxy would have shown up 8,000 years ago. Then what did this area look like back then? And why is it specifically pointing to the Andromeda galaxy? Wait, is Andromeda a galaxy or a universe? I can never remember. But it still begs the question, why Andromeda? You know? Why specifically? No, actually, I think Andromeda's a universe, now that I think about it. But still, why specifically Andromeda? Why not literally anywhere else? You know? I've been in contact with the fire chief. Evacuations are taking place for everyone in Muckingham. Good. Floats fire helicopters being called in to see if anything can be done On Mount Rushless, be sure to keep your distance. To the best of my ability, given the circumstances, yes. I wonder if for dev reasons they picked Andromeda because it's one of the more well-known out there. Like, I feel like if you say Andromeda to most people, they're generally... Still sounds really close. Most people are probably going to know what you're talking about. And I have not forgotten the back of the hand. But I am trying to cover as much distance as humanly possible, as quickly as possible. Because I don't want this to end up being a super long video. Especially given that the last area is going to be really long. I see no less than 3 videos for that area. Which is fine, because it will be like the last thing. We'll go back over that. But I want to do the most I can. But again, I wonder if they picked Andromeda because of how well known, comparatively speaking, it is to everything else. Hey there. Is the marina in your catchment area? My shrimper's caked with to the eyeballs. Yeah. I've only just realized that there are 6 fingers. What else have we missed? I don't know. Of course, we're still missing quite a bit because there is still the inside of the hand to take care of. So actually, let's start on that. And we're gonna have to use an extension for this. That's not doing a whole lot. Let's go back to that for the time being. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be a proximity thing. Easier to clean close up. So if it's got 6 fingers, like the figure is very clearly not human. So what do we have? You know, as much as I thought I was going to be able to do this in one go, I think I might not be able to. Nope. I want the 25. I wanted to avoid, I tried to avoid, I think I've mentioned on several occasions, it being one of those, and here's the last 5 seconds of this area in the next video. And I try to avoid doing that because it's actually a pain in the ass to queue up the last little bit of an area, only to immediately have to get into the next one. And this is not coming lane. Why are you not coming lane? What am I missing? So that is generally why I try to push through as much as I can, unless something is a really big area and it has to be broken up. If I can get it all done in one go, it's absolutely what I'm going for. But that does not seem to be an option here, so we got one area completely finished. One thing completely finished. I foresee the ship being a couple videos by itself, which is also fine. I know you're not technically supposed to speedrun a game that's supposed to be relaxing, but, you know, I'm not speedrunning it, in so much as I'm trying to make sure that you get the best bang for your buck. There we go. Yeah, a little bit more calm. You have to get on the fingers for this. Can I successfully clean the palm before I have to stop? That is the area I want to finish cleaning. Hi Doc, it's Leonard Kyle's dad. There we go. Yes. What can I do for you? The volcano is about to blow sky high, and all that cleaning you did for our bungalow will be for nothing. Sir, I think you have greater issues to be worrying about here. The car is still looking good, though, and is safely packed away in the garage, thanks, Leonard. I feel like, of all the things to be worried about, that the house being a mess because of volcano should probably be pretty low on the list. Like, I would just be happy to have a house in the middle of a I'd just be happy to have a house at the end of it. Because, you know, you could always just not have a house when it's done. think, given the circumstances, we're gonna have to pull out the 15. I don't know why I needed to get out of there to do that, but it's pretty good. I think I may actually have to pull out the spiral, or the 0 degree. One of those. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Okay. Let's see if we can't get one more thing clean before we have to. I have to stop. Okay. I'd actually be able to get that clean too. But I'm not like immediately stopping. Mm. Uh. I don't, yeah, there's not a. Also, I would like to state for the record that the meowing that they're using sounds like the Minecraft cats. Am I? I think I've done a pretty good job getting all of that. Is it in the hand that I'm missing it? Yeah, it might. Yeah, okay. There we go. If we can't get this. I might actually be able to get that. Uh, uh, yes. There we go. Alright, is actually where we're gonna call it. So, as a reminder for the question of the day, are you a fan of hot or cold weather? And that is where we're gonna call it. So I have been Dorknot. This has been PowerWash Simulator, and we come back. We will continue on the hand and then move on to the next job. And if you enjoyed this video, or any of the videos in the series, or any of the videos I've done ever, please consider leaving a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell so you know when I upload, even if it is really regular. I also have a coffee. You can find me at coffee.com/dorknot if you're so inclined to leave a tip, but please do not feel obligated. That is coffee.com/dorknot, ko-fi.com/dorknot. But yeah, come see me again sometime, won't you? Bye.